Hi, welcome to this week's episode of SPTV, and this week it comes from my good friends at Netflix, and they sent me a really smart email a little while ago having completed one of their series. So I'm sure you know what Netflix is, but for anyone that doesn't, then Netflix is a streaming service for a multitude of films and series that you pay a small monthly fee. It's around about $7.99 a month, depending on what package you've got, but it makes it very cost effective. Now, what they were really smart with doing is that they have linked their email system and their kind of CRM and the back end of what they kind of build their system on, and they've linked it all together so that once one thing happens, it then triggers the next thing. So for example, in this example, for myself, I had completed a series on there. Had gone through all of that, and in about, I think it was the next day, it was certainly no longer than 2 days later, I got an email saying, Steve, what's up next? And so I was like, oh, I'll have a look at it. And it said, now you completed watching this series, and it's bad of me because I can't remember what the series was. I was probably just watching rubbish, to be fair, but it was, they had put the series there. And we can see from your favourites that you've got like this, this and this next in your favourites list, so that could be something to watch. And we'd also recommend X, Y and Z. And it was really smart because it was exactly linked to my account, so obviously those favourites weren't just made up, they were something that I genuinely put in there. So they'd pulled all of that in, and it kept me kind of going, oh, I might go and watch that, or oh, I haven't heard of that, so I might go and watch it, because it was linked to what else I'd watched previously, to what other people had watched, and it could all work and it might be of interest to me. Now, they have got a tech team in there which would have spent many hours setting that all up to be able to pull in from, you know, there'll be a trigger from when someone finishes a series, that it will send an email, and that will then have a trigger on it. So it could be that it's like after 12 hours send it out, 24 hours, or 9 o'clock the next day. There'll be some trigger on that, and it will pull it in from the direct from the account. So they're not doing it. There's not, I don't believe there is someone at Netflix HQ going, oh, Steve's just finished that, we'll send him an email because we'll just remind him what he might like and what's in his favourites list as well. They will have had, like I said, they've got a tech team there that will have set that up, that will be on automation, that it will literally pull in from the account, because Netflix have got a kind of a two-pronged attack. One, they obviously want people to get value for money for it. So they want people to carry on watching, but there's no hiding it. They've got to make the finances work, and they will want people to keep on paying them. And if people aren't watching it, they'll be kind of, sorry, I'll just cancel the subscription, because they are on a rolling monthly contract. So you can just cancel at any time. But what they're smart about doing is that they will email you to get you to watch that. You go, oh, that'd be quite interesting, so I will start watching that. Now, if you were then 3 episodes into a series that may have multiple series as well, if you were a week out from renewing, or from your month end from your subscription, you're then less likely to cancel. So it's then got that knock-on effect that they've got another month, and then potentially another month and another month on top of that. So it could be you're thinking, how can that work for our business? Certainly for mine, because I always like to, as I said with SPTV, the design of it is that we take what the big boys are doing and bring it back down to the sort of slightly smaller, more localised businesses, and how we can do that to work. So a great example would be that if you're running a course and you've sold course X, and you know that they've gone through that and they've finished it and completed it, then that would trigger something potentially in your CRM and or your email system that would then go, good morning, Helen, or whatever the name is. Congratulations on completing course X. Because you've done that, it may be that you want to look at our other courses, which are Y and Z. And that could then do that. Now, it may be that they don't buy it. It may be that you don't upsell to them. But what they might do is they might go, actually, that's not right, but I did hear about you saying about this. Could you give me some more information? And that could be about another course or one-on-one training that you go out and deliver. There's plenty of things that can be done, that it's always the next thing. And it may be that if you've only got 5 or 10 clients, that you can do that on a more individual and personalised basis. and that you just monitor that, and that will be one of a sort of daily or weekly activity that you do. It could be that you invest in getting someone to build that system for you, so it is literally talking to your email system and such like, and it can see when people are finishing courses or have had a product and they may want another product that's like this one. We all know Amazon, you know, because people that bought this might like this, and because you bought this you might want that. There's all these different trigger points, and it, you know, it might be worth investing some time for either yourself to learn or for getting someone else to bring that in, because having built that can be really what does the sales. And Netflix have certainly, they've got my business. I mean, I was going to cancel it anyway, but with those things, it can make a real difference of your business and how to get those sort of monthly payments, or even if it's not monthly payments, it's just more customer transactions, which is often what it's all about. So I hope that's helped. As ever, just give us a comment below if you are struggling to see how it might work in your business. Sometimes it just needs someone from the outside to kind of go, oh, but you could do this, this and this potentially. As ever, it's free of charge from us. We don't charge for it. If you need some help, then we'll help you. So I hope that's helped, and I will see you in 7 days time from now with the next episode of SPTV.